last week.
He was, and he's been in, he's one of the top 5 players for the last 10 years, I guess, isn't he? So
Yep.
his record demonstrates that. So, looking for an exciting game, guys.
Yep, Sam Rundle in the centre there for Glenorchy, and looks like Mitch Rainbird as well. So a new look midfield there for Glenorchy this game with Ethan Conway and Mitch Rainbird. The late inclusions both starting in the middle. Time to get underway here on City Park Radio, 96.5, 103.7 and via the TSL live stream. We'll keep you up to date with the other scores through the day with a late start, of course, so we'll be finishing a little bit later than the other games. Thanks to our sponsors, Andrew Doyle, Telstra Stores, Quadrant Mall, Kings Meadows and the Brisbane Street Mall. Here's Anthony Osborne for City Park Radio and the TSL live stream.
Umpire Nick Butler to get us underway as Conway and Lee go head-to-head. Lee wins that decisively down in the path of Ponting. You can see it's very muddy in the middle of KG5 at the moment. We'll have an immediate stoppage. No, umpire has called for high contact. So Bradcock's good to get the first meaningful disposal, and he is already covered in mud. Dave Moore as he drives the ball to half forward. A couple of the tall targets fly out the back. McCulloch unable to quite complete the transaction. Strong tackle laid by Rundle. We'll have our first stoppage of the afternoon just inside attacking 50 for the Northern Bombers. So Bart McCulloch, fresh off a big game last week, kicking 5 goals too. Glenorchy can have their hands full today as the ball goes down. Josh Ponting around the corner, kicking to a dangerous spot. Strong mark taken in defence there for the Magpies. It was young Nathan Blowfield, one of these, I guess, a raft of young Magpies that are playing today, Dave. I'm really keen to see how they go against a more experienced outfit. And here's another one of them, Ryan Banks-Smith. Got the switch there from Blowfield. Not a great kick. Whitford should get it. He does. He's going to be tackled from behind by Daly. Incorrect disposal. Great tackle there, Callan Daly. There's a dynamo there for Glenorchy. Had a great season last year. He goes sideways and finds the veteran there in Josh Arnold. So just excuse a little bit of the wind in our microphones today. We're up here in our commentary position. It's blowing right at us in our faces today. So here we go again with Glenorchy clearing it out of defence. Up towards the wing, Richter Solders there. He drops the mark. It's almost floated out of bounds on the full. So bounced off his chest and out of bounds. Bounty thrown right in front of us here at KG5 Oval. The mountain shrouded in cloud in the distance. Probably see that, viewers of the stream, as we go along today. Alex Lee wins a tap out. Taken there. The handball by Best. Gets a second opportunity as Best. Gets it to Rainbird. Out of bounds. Good game last week, Ant. Riley Best hit a goal, a really important goal there in the dying stages of the game. One of the young up-and-comers. Yeah, plenty of exciting young talent in this Glenorchy outfit. This ball is thrown back into play. Conway wins that one down. Whitford's the man in pursuit, though, immediately wrapped up in a tackle. So Glenorchy really trying to apply the heat early in this game. Donnelly running off half-back, collects the ball, wrapped up in a Callan Daly tackle. Ball spills free. Whitford perhaps taken high by Callan Daly. The umpire says no. So a ball up, just favouring Glenorchy's side of the wing, directly in front of us at KG5. 2.5 minutes gone. Neither side yet to hit the scoreboard. As Butler throws the ball up. Alex Lee wins that one down. Well sharked there by Mitch Rainbird. He just kicks the ball on the outside of the boot in the Bowden direction. Unable to complete it. Callan Daly buzzing around at ground level. Eventually they feed the ball right back to Rundle, who just hacks the ball towards the 50 line. Glenorchy under the pump with a couple of North Launceston players. Arian Richter Salter runs it out of bounds. So Glenorchy just able to start to generate a couple of attacking forays at the moment. But these conditions, as you mentioned just before we went on to air, Dave Moore, if a team can get an early jump, it's going to be hard to claw it back. Absolutely. This first quarter is vital. Maxie, the tackling of Glenorchy's been a feature so far.
It certainly has, Dave, and I'm just watching the tactics as you guys call it.
Rundle inside the goal square, and Bowden might almost take the mark on the recovery. Jay Bowden, is he tackled from behind, pushing the back? No, play on. Umpire looking at the contest here and decides to ball it up. And Jay Bowden there, he got his hands to the ball, nearly took the mark in front. There's a nice kick from Rundle to advantage. So deep in attack here for the Pies early on. Taken there by Cox Goodger. Needs an outlet. Gets one now. Nankervis leans back in a kick here towards Bennett. He'll just see it over the boundary line on attacking 50 for Glenorchy.
I was just going to comment on the tactics of Conway in the ruck. I think he realises he's not going to be able to jump as high as Lee. He's just leaning back into him at every opportunity to stop Alex Lee from getting a jump.
A little bit of drizzle starts to fall here at KG5. Shallow boundary throw in. Conway hooking it in now as Best. Dangerous ball. Getting to the ball there was Jay Bowden. He couldn't take the mark. Second opportunity. He's on the ground over the ball. Umpire hovers, ball up. So that looks like the tactic there to get it into to Jay Bowden really quickly, Maxi.
Yeah, look, why wouldn't you? And bit difficult to judge which end's actually favouring at the moment, the wind.
As from the contest, Glenorchy player at the bottom of the contest. Your ball up. So we've been playing 4.5 minutes. The curtain raiser today was a TSLW. Win there to Glenorchy, 7-6-48 to North Launceston, 2-4-16. So a good win there by the Magpies. They were trailing there at quarter time. Still in defence now for North Launceston. You're going to see a lot of this today, a lot of stoppages. Our stats man Dave Gruber's onto it. There's inside 50s 2-1 so far. Early days. Umpire Butler throws it in the air. The tap out comes out there to a Glenorchy player who lets it go, but too late. That was Callan Daly. And in the ruck contest there was Brady Williams, the young 15-year-old. This time Conway returned. Oh no, it's Williams again. Chance now for Cox Goodgie. His kick smothered. Donnelly takes the ball. He can't get an effective possession. Out it comes. Rainbird snaps towards goal. Thumped through there by Nan Curvis on Jay Bowden. It'll be behind. First score of the day. As Glenorchy one behind, North Launceston yet to score.
So Arian Richter-Salter to bring the ball back into play here for North Launceston. Glenorchy just having the ball up their end for the last couple of minutes as Richter-Salter, beautiful pass in the Bennett direction, so the event direction I should say, unable to complete the mark. He's immediately beset upon, but high contact according to the umpire. So a free kick going the way of the inform, it must be said, Jack Aven. A monster game last week, 30 plus disposals, and it's great to have the Premier Data stats this TSL season. He amassed the highest ranking for any player last round in Jack Aven. The ball now down the line from North Launceston. Bennett's at the foot of the contest, unable to really compete. Ponting feeds it out to Cox Goodger. Callow's a long way from home. A strong tackle laid from a Glenorchy player. A really good tackle from Adam Roberts. He dishes the ball off to Mitch Rainbird, who's getting busy early in this game as he drives the ball towards 50. A floating football. Glenorchy unable to quite take advantage straight away, but there has been high contact once again. So a free kick going the way of the Magpies, just inside attacking 50. Matthew Joseph plays on the mark, quick thinking, hits the woodwork. Matthew Joseph, he's a crafty player inside 50 for the Magpies and was quick off the mark, unable to complete it. So two behinds Glenorchy, North Launceston yet to score. We've played 7 minutes here at KG5.
Walsh, short kick to Richter-Salter. He goes short in turn. Mark's taken there by Zach Burt, as Maxie mentioned, is playing in defence. Little sideways kick finds Mark Walsh. Return to the Bombers this year from the Hillwood Football Club. They're going with the short kicks and they're doing it well. Liam Davies now. Still in defence of 50. His short kick up the wing. Taken there once again by Davies. In there is Richard Dilger. He does well on the contest. Onto it again now is Camerick. He goes inside 50 looking for Bowden. A one out. It's going to go over the top now. Free kick. How does the umpire see this? It's going North Launceston's way. And I think it's coming back there to Arian Richter-Salter, who had a good game last week. He was in Maxie's votes against the Tigers. So good contest all over the field here. As Richter-Salter goes short. And the mark taken in the back pocket there once again by Mark Walsh. Getting loose there is Jay Foon. So they're going on the far side here with short kicks. They might be kicking to a slight breeze, as we've observed, as it's over the top now to Walsh, who takes another mark. So Mark Walsh, lots of possessions early. He goes up the wing. Long kick. Oh, good fly there. Might have been Callow. He couldn't take the mark. So it's going to be a ball up on the far side of KG Oval. Two behinds, 2 points Glenorchy. North Launceston yet to score. Been playing 8 minutes. Listen to City Park Radio 103.7, 96.5, high tackle. And emerging there is Brad Cox Goodger. He goes in the middle of KG5 and gets Ponting. His return to form. Ponting towards attacking 50. Over the top there of Whitford. Chance now for Glenorchy's defence to clear it. Players dive in. Whitford 1 against 3. Bain and Lowe's in there for the Northern Bombers. And eventually be a ball up inside attacking 50.
Probably their first inside 50, I think, North Launceston for the day. Second one.
Second
Thanks,
one,
groups.
Yep. So another chance here for North Launceston to get onto the scoreboard. Camerick takes it, handball over the top. No one in particular. Ponting there to mop up. Handball over here looking for Cox Goodyer. Rainbird does well. That's Bennett in there, I think, is taking the ball. Not penalised, there'll be a ball up. And you got a score for us?
I'll give you some scores throughout the afternoon, Dave. Yep. Over at North Hobart Oval, the Demons 31, currently leading Clarence 16 early into the second quarter.
Fairly high scoring. And we've heard before that Lauderdale had a big lead over the Tigers early, but maybe wind affected down there as well.
Yeah, 55 to 26 down at the Twin Ovals at the moment. So Lauderdale still in control of that contest.
So we've got the low scoring one at the moment, just the 2 behinds kicked in the first 10 minutes. As Copperman gets the kick away, but umpire whistle. It's going to come back to Mitch Rainbird, who'll take the free kick in the half-back position for the Glenorchy Magpies.
Late inclusion today, Mitch Rainbird, but he's been probably one of the busier players to start this contest. One of 2 helmeted players for Glenorchy today. Banks Smith as well. He's got the ball at half-back. He's going to opt to switch the ball, goes right back to his teammate in Cleary. Just reassesses his options. He, in the end, just dinky little kick back to Mitch Rainbird. They haven't really gained any ground, but just assessing their options as the numbers start to flock in the middle. John Geard has the ball at true centre-half back. Running off is Josh Arnold, captain for today. Drives the ball out wide to Ryan Banks Smith. He's got a little bit of room. His players just start to spread for him. Just backwards on the wing. Drives the ball in the Jay Bowden direction, perhaps taken high from Nankervis. The umpire does not agree. I can see Maxie Walker's arms up in the air.
Yeah, no, grabbed him by the collar there, and he's a bit frustrated, Jay, already today. That's a couple of times that he's remonstrated with the umpire to say, give me a kick, boys, please.
I think he was justified on that occasion.
He's certainly copping the attention early here, Jay Bowden. Such an important player in this contest. Alex Lee wins the ball down from the throw-in. It was in the Ponting direction, but it was won by Webb. Well, Launceston with some numbers as Rushton, clever, just taps the ball off to Egger. Backwards to Ponting. Diving forward, the mark taken. Strong grab taken in the end. I think that's
Cooper Meredith.
Yep. Another one of those young Glenorchy players. Goes out wide to Camrick. Drives the ball towards attacking 50. Running back with a flight. Roberts was there. Callan Daly at ground level, but North Launceston have the numbers as Walsh brings the ball out of defensive 50 to Josh Ponting on the wing. Over the top to Brad Cox-Goodyear. North Launceston just with a bit of flow and momentum at the moment as the Cox-Goodyear ball is in the McCulloch direction, in towards the pocket. Cleary's there for company. Excellent work from Tom Cleary. Walks the ball over the line for a boundary throw in. That's going to be a fascinating duel all afternoon, isn't it, Maxie?
Yeah, it certainly is. Got Bart with those big long arms. If they can get the ball in quickly out in front of him, he'll make it really hard for Cleary.
Boundary throw in. We're about 20 metres around from the North Launceston goal, right in front of the social rooms. Kiosk there, so Callow in the ruck this time, hits it to advantage. He's got Lasky there who can't pick it up, taken by Event, kick smothered. Well, player tackled strongly there. That was a good tackle by Conway. Play on, says the umpire. Lets it go for a while. But, North Launceston player will emerge there in a moment. That was a really good tackle from Ethan Conway.
Lasky.
Might have been Lasky there, yep. Got tackled. Ball up. Callow again, hits it, but straight to Banks Smith, off to Arnold. Up the wing they go, the Magpies. Winning the contest with Burt, taps it nicely to Whitford, who kicks inside 50. Lots of players there, bit of a chaos ball. Over the back, taken there by Cooper Meredith over the boundary line. So they've kept North Launceston scoreless, Maxi, through 13 minutes. No mean effort.
No, really good effort. Don't see that very often, Dave, in the last 3 or 4 years.
Cleary and McCulloch. McCulloch gets a tap away. Bain and Low. His possession's not effective there as he gets it to Rundle. Here's Egger, who might have got one high. No. Play on. Now he might be pinged. He is. Sharon Egger. You're holding the ball, son. Free kick to Glenorchy in defence.
Good defensive pressure from the Magpies, but a risky ball that just pays off to Arnold. Switching to the dangerous pocket in front of the kiosk. Glenorchy just get away with that one as Arnold finds Camrick on the paint of defensive 50. Callow working the mark as Camrick drives the ball up towards the wing, just in front of the interchange bench. In the end, Arian Richter-Salter just takes it on the chest. A dinky ball back inboard, looking for Walsh. Got Foon there for company as well. Good tackle laid from the young Magpie. Nick Butler, the umpire, will win that ball back. So Glenorchy's defensive pressure has certainly been on early in this contest. 2 behinds Glenorchy. Northern Bombers yet to score 14 minutes into this quarter. Alex Lee wins the tap down, but only as far as Rundle. Jack Event gets his hands on the football, kicks the ball towards half forward. Couple of players there, and a strong grab taken in the end by Lasky. He's got McCulloch out the back. That's the direction he decides to go in, favouring McCulloch. perhaps infringed with there by Cleary, but this is still a very dangerous ball for the Magpies defence as Cleary gets the handball out wide to Arnold, who just misses his target in Callan Daly. They're still not out of this at the moment, Glenorchy, but they might be now as Callan Daly brings the ball out of defensive 50.
Callan Daly, lovely kick, finds Matty Joseph on the far side of KG5. Thinks about switching it inside. Still does. His eyes are darting inside, but now he goes long down the line. There's Matthew Joseph. And that's a nice mark there, Cox Goodger. He's been prominent in this first quarter. It's played against him. So it's going to Jay Bowden. So Bowden is going to go the massive barrel here inside 50. How does that end up? Rainbird thumps it away. Donnelly can't pick it up. Now Rainbird again round the corner for the first goal for Glenorchy. Free kick back on play. Thanks, boys. So that ball went through there from Rainbird. So it's going to come back to Tom Donnelly. I didn't see what the infringement was, but it's going to be a free kick.
Groobs indicating it was contact below the knee, so
Thank you.
tripping.
Good work, Groobs, on the ball there. There's Donnelly, and you can see the ball holding up in the breeze there. Richter Solder nearly takes a good mark. Conway might have been caught high, he was. But I think the evidence is that Glenorchy do have the breeze in this first quarter. Now to Rainbird. Kick goes the required distance. Inside there to Johnny Geard, the number 25. He goes back to Rainbird. Geez, he's got some possessions in this first quarter. Kicks inside 50 beautifully.
Great ball.
Great pass to Jay Bowden, who marks 45 out. Tough angle. 10 metres in from the boundary. I'll tell you what, Max, for late inclusion, Mitch Rainbird has been electric in this first quarter.
Oh, he's certainly been racking the stats up in that first, 15 minutes, hasn't he?
Yep.
He'd have at least probably 7 or 8 quality touches, I would have thought.
And that was one there. Jay Bowden.
Beautiful weighted kick.
For the first goal for the Pies. At the 16-minute mark, he's never in the hunt there as it goes out to the left. Out of bounds on the full. Outside the left behind post. In fact, he's paid it a behind. I'll tell you what, we were right behind that. You might have seen on the stream. But anyway, it's paid a behind. So North Lodge in possession in defence.
So Northern Bombers try to link out defence here as Brad Cox Goodyer under the pump. Just gets foot to ball. In pursuit, Mark Walsh is there, but Glenorchy in the end with the numbers. Just a little hack kick inside 50. Callan Daly is always dangerous when he's in this position. He dishes a handball off. Shot on goal for the Magpies. It's a goal. Glenorchy hit the scoreboard. Matthew Joseph with the opening goal of the afternoon. The Magpies 1-3-9. North Launceston yet to score. 17 minutes into this opening term. It was scrappy football there, Maxie, but they got the ball inside 50, had some players in dangerous spots and took full advantage.
Yeah, it has been, Anthony. 17 minutes into the game and first goal scored. So very defensive game to date from the scoreboard perspective, and I've been impressed with the way that Glenorchy have been sharing the ball around. When they get the ball, they've been controlling it, in the back half. Once they get to the forward line, which we're sitting right across from centre, they're just getting it in there as quickly as they can. So really controlled up until then.
First goal to Glenorchy, thump out there by Lee in the centre of KG5. Ponting on the follow-up. He gets further here towards Sanders. Can't quite pick it up. He's shoved out of the way by Camerick, who takes the ball. Handballs nicely. Taken there by Brady Williams. His handball's a good one. But the kick, is it going to find the target? Mark not taken. So it's a battle now right near the centre circles. Ball yells the supporters in front of us in the wet area, but it's going to be a ball up back in the centre of KG5. 1-3-9 at Glenorchy. North Launceston yet to score. Listen to City Park Radio 103.7, 96.5. And on the TSL live stream. Rundle gets it to Camerick. Further now to Dilger. That's Matthew Dilger. He kicks forward, but can only find Jay Foon, defensive side of the wing. Foon short kick up here, looking and finding Sanders. Gets on that left foot of his. Underground kicks a good one to Ponting. Handballs off now to Cox Goodyer. He goes the barrel inside 50. McCulloch and Cleary again. It bounces. Now, which way does the umpire see that? It's a holding free kick. And as I suspected, it's going to Cleary up against McCulloch. Cleary relief for the Magpies in defence.
Cleary finds that man again, Mitch Rainbird. I don't know how many times he's touched the football, but it's been plenty as he looks to bring the ball out of defensive 50. Bit of an infringement off the mark, it looks there. So, free kick is... I thought it might have been going the back the way of all the Bombers there, but they were just clearing the mark as Rainbird drives the ball out of defensive 50. Had the target in Rundle, unable to complete the mark. Ball just spills towards the back of the stoppage. But some dashing run there from Sharon Egger, who drives the ball inside 50. Good mark taken. The Magpies again with the numbers. I think that's... is that
Blowfield.
Young Blowfield there again. He's done a couple of nice things early in this game. Dinky kick from him finds Mitch Rainbird once again. Late inclusion today. So siren sounds. Low scoring opening quarter here at a windy KG5. The Magpies 139. North Launceston yet to score. Last couple of minutes of that quarter being played in North Launceston's end, but a nice patch in the middle section of that quarter there, Dave, that was really, the ball was camped in Glenorchy's inside 50.
Better go through the goal kicker.
Yes, exactly right. The goal kicker so far in this game, Matthew Joseph, with the only major for the Magpies. He's been a dangerous player when he's been playing as a small forward in recent times, so he's the only player to have hit the scoreboard in a meaningful way today.
Maxie, some quick thoughts before we go for a break?
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And